Hey folks, thanks for joining us today. We are coming to you live here from Brooklyn, New York. We might have noticed that we are actually not in our Washington Heights studio, and that is because we've moved. We're not in the kitchen anymore. We're not in that little 8x8 studio that we created because we are now in Brooklyn. And we just wanted to come to you today and share a couple updates about some things that we have actually filmed over the last year that are going to come out over the next couple months, and some projects that we have coming up that we want to share some more information with you about and kind of where we're going for the rest of the year. So I'm going to pass it over to you to talk about what's coming up in this very next week that you'll start to see a little bit more about, actually.
So coming up soon, we're going to have our Valentine's Day special, I Heart GOBBOS, which is the continuing episode in our Goblin Errand saga as GM'd, or rather TP'd, by a friend of the show, Jasmine Malave. It will be coming out February 12th, just in time for Valentine's Day, and you can expect the trailer to drop on the 5th. It, of course, continues to star the three of us, as well as a new guest to the Ken, Olivia Ross from Rolls Untold. It's just going to be a delightful little caper about small gobbos in the big city, bringing love to all around them.
Yeah, you're not going to want to miss this one. It is so cute, so funny, and so full of heart. And Lainey's got some more information about our new long campaign that is coming out in March that has been over a year in the making.
I am so excited to finally announce this one. We finished filming this almost a year ago. It's been in process for over a year. It is called the Fairegrounds. It asks the question, what if in 1911 Coney Island, the amusement parks were run not by the purveyors of capitalism and amusements, but instead powerful Fae ruling families? And of course, in 1910, one of them had just burned to the ground. It is full of murder and mayhem and betrayal, and it is one of my favorite things that we've ever shot. I'm just honestly so excited for you guys to see it. It stars some of my favorite people, Chinook Tessera, Jasmine Malave, Ash Westover, and Rowan McStay. And that's coming out sometime in March, so look out for it.
And yeah, we have some new exciting updates to share about where we're going next.
So you may be wondering, but what about Keep the Lights On? What about Last Train to Brooklyn? Are you guys going to keep doing on-site AP? And the answer is yes. We have so much site-specific AP planned for you guys. But that kind of stuff takes a fair amount of pre-production time. So while you're going to be enjoying the Fairgrounds and GOBBOS, we're going to be busy at work setting up our whole next season. Part of that is this year we're organizing everything around one central theme. So instead of a bunch of unconnected APs, the whole year is going to be organized kind of around emotional core. And very exciting, we'll be bringing on a few new people to help us with this. And we're going to introduce one of them now, who's going to go over who they are, what they're going to be doing, and more about this theme.
My name is Rowan McStay, and I'm going to be the artistic resident for this season of actual play with Twice Rolled Tales. I have a background in theater and musical theater, and I'm currently the development manager for an off-Broadway theater company, as well as a producer and cast member on a actual play podcast called Mage Hand High Five. And I guest frequently with y'all, but now I'm very excited to be on here as the artistic resident. And so what that means is that basically instead of doing these individual discrete actual plays this year, what we're going to be doing is tying together the various APs, the site-specific stuff, the stuff that's around a table, and ground them around a central narrative theme, so that the actual plays are not just telling individual stories, but that those stories are also talking to each other, and that we're looking at it a little bit more like something like a theater season where you have kind of a grounding, overarching narrative that we're going to be talking about throughout this year at Twice Rolled Tales, which is very exciting. And so my job as the artistic resident is to be curating that theme, curating the collaborators that we're going to have around that theme, and then chatting with all of the different folks throughout the production process, the directors, the GMs, the players, the production folks, about how we can structure each of these individual stories to talk to each other and to tell this larger story that we're talking about. And what that larger story is that the theme for this season will be who we were, which effectively is an exploration of looking backward at the versions of ourselves that we used to be, individually, collectively, in our relationships. And I think there is a bit of melancholy and nostalgia in looking backward that honestly I think a lot of us have been doing lately. And there's a sadness and a melancholy to that, but I think there's also a lot of joy and gratitude in looking back at the versions of ourselves individually that we have been, the relationships that have shaped us that may or may not still be around, the people that have shaped us that may or may not still be around, and the communities that we've sort of built and sustained and lost over time, and how that affects who we are now, and how, even right now we are versions of ourselves that will soon be who we used to be. So that's kind of what we're exploring with this season. And now we have some very exciting news over from publishing. So I'm going to hand it over to Emily.
We are so excited to have you on board this year. We're going to be sharing more about the shows that we are producing and the collaborators that we're working with in the coming weeks. But yeah, we have some exciting news from publishing, and we're going to toss it over to myself and Linny, who will tell you a little bit more. So I have some updates on the...
I've been forbidden from making this announcement.
On the publishing side of our business, we have some really exciting titles coming out this year, some of which coming out a little earlier, some of which coming out a little later in the year. We'll share more about the ones coming out later.
It's called Punderworld.
Later in the year. But Punderworld is coming out this month on Kickstarter. It's coming out on February 10th. The campaign goes live. You might remember we actually did a campaign of Punderworld a couple years ago. It's on our YouTube channel if you want to check it out.
It's about puns. That's the mechanic. That's all you do. You make puns. You have puns made upon you. Puns happen upon the world. Yeah.
If you're a fan of the Phantom Tollbooth or the Discworld series, this is the game for you. It is a game all about wordplay that has been birthed from Linny's pun-riddled mind. It's an incredible game that is coming out to Kickstarter on February 10th. We have some really exciting limited time only backer things.
There's a DM screen, which is exactly what you think it is. And if you don't think anything about it, you have to go check out the Kickstarter, because it's the single best thing I've ever created or ever will create, and that does include the game, but only barely.
So check out the Kickstarter. Check out the Kickstarter, get your own DM screen. This will be our first ever hardcover release of one of our titles, which is very exciting. And there'll be some limited time only backer rewards that you can only get if you back early in the campaign. So go check it out. This is going to be a really exciting game. We are actually working with Tony Grasso, who you might know from Blister Critters, as our illustrator for this one. So he's working with Linny to make some really truly unhinged pun-based characters.
They're actually new punny characters or NPCs.
Yes, those ones. They're going to be really good. So check out the Kickstarter if you want to learn a little bit more information. Back of the campaign, pre-save it now. It is available for pre-save. And help us foist the joys of punning upon an unwitting public, as I have been foisted upon these many months before. I'm tired.
They made me eat paper for the intro video.
Nobody made Linny eat paper.
They forced it down my gullet.
Linny said, and I quote, "I used to eat paper as a kid. Want me to do it again?"
The directions in the script, which Phoebe wrote, say Linny acts unhinged. What else was I supposed to do?
They made a snow angel out of paper. That was unhinged enough. They insisted upon eating it. Go back Kickstarter. Go back Punderworld.
See, you can either be me or you can be Emily, but you've got to pick your side.
Help.
Lots of exciting news and updates to be coming both now and in the future. If you want to stay abreast of every new development, you can follow us on social media like Instagram or Blue Sky. You can go to twicerolledtales.com to sign up for our mailing list and newsletter. You can also go to our YouTube, where you can see every new thing that we're going to be uploading over the next several months, as well as our entire back catalog. Heck, do all three. Cover all your bases. Hear about everything that's happening. We are so excited to be exploring this new model, what it looks like to be operating in this way, both for ourselves and for our viewers and for everyone we're going to be working with over the next year. And we're very grateful to you for watching and following along as we discover what that's going to look like. Here's to TRT 2026.